channel. So we thought we'll make a question and answer video. We tried to do it once before when we were at Carducci, but yeah, that didn't work out because the quality was terrible. The kids were screaming. Yes, our kids still scream even though they're on permanent holiday. They are still screaming. Do you agree that it's a permanent holiday, baby?
I think so. It's a bit of a permanent holiday with a bit of
Hello.
no,
With a bit of work.
Yeah, well, with a lot of work.
Yeah. For us, it's
Still work
Work.
as usual.
But Hope Gemma said to teacher yesterday that it's not, schoolwork, it's holiday time, so she doesn't have to do schoolwork. Okay, so I'm going to ask Chad some questions, and then Chad's going to ask me some questions, and let's see what the answers are as they go around. So, firstly, how has it been being on the road? How has it been being on the road for almost 4 weeks now?
I think it's been an interesting experience in terms of being able to see new places. What I like is that, and I thought I would like to stay there, one place for a whole month, but I think now that we're changing things up a bit, it's actually quite interesting, and it's nice to see different places. I'm actually becoming bored, funny enough, becoming bored of places.
That is quite funny that it's you.
Yeah, because I
also.
pictured myself staying at a place for a whole month, and yeah, I'm actually getting tired of a place, really quickly. So I'm liking the change of scenery, also working from different places and looking at all the different surroundings and that sort of thing is quite nice. And every place has a different sort of atmosphere to it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually enjoying it.
Funny enough.
Yeah, funny enough, I am enjoying it.
And I say that because for those of you who don't really know us, Chad is a bit more structured and I'm a bit more of the one who this is the type of lifestyle I would want permanently, whereas Chad is a bit more structured. So this is not really his vibe, and it took us a while to reach consensus on when is the right time, how it would look, etc., what it would be like. So it is quite strange that already you are feeling like 1 month is actually too long.
Yeah.
And John, who we met the other day, he said to us, like, in 6 months' time, we're going to be completely different people. He's been traveling for a long time, and yeah, he says it's strange how it changes you and what's important to you, etc. What was it like packing up the house?
It was I think it was a bit of a bittersweet. Obviously change in terms of letting go of certain things, and change is always a bit uncertain. But yeah, when I say bittersweet, I was excited about the new journey. Even though it's out of my comfort zone, but I saw it as it's like a bucket list sort of thing. While we're young, while our kids are also young, we get the opportunity to do it. Everything just aligned nicely, so that put a lot of sort of excitement in what I was wanting to see in the new year. And yeah, I think there are things that I miss about our home and that sort of thing, but
The aircon.
yeah, especially today. Feels
Today
like
we
it's
missed the aircon.
50
It's
degrees.
freaking 40 degrees already.
Feels like 50, 3 or 4.
Yeah.
But I think overall it was almost like a letting go experience as well. Learning to live with less, with less clutter, and there's a lot of stuff that we just didn't use.
And I think there's a
So-
lot of stuff we're realizing now that we actually kept that we don't need.
Yeah,
Because-
our garage was packed with stuff that we never used for the
Yeah.
last 3 years that we've been staying there, and we just gave all the stuff away.
Yeah.
So
So we didn't. I know a lot of people do this and they say, oh, we sold everything, and then we done this. We didn't sell everything. We sold a lot of stuff, but
stuff
we
we don't
didn't.
need.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that we didn't need.
yeah.
But we didn't sell everything. Our house is being rented out, and so if at any stage we decide that we are done on the road, then we can go back home. So that has been, we didn't sell everything yet.
I'll ask you one.
Uh,
What's your favorite part of this journey thus far?
Spending time with the kids, as tiring as it is to come home after work. When we were at home, the kids were, or at least Hope Gemma, was in front of the TV a lot. So at the end of the day, she would decide she wants to watch her shows, and we would continue working because she wants to watch something. Now it's not like that at all. For the last few weeks we work, and then at the end of the day when work's done, we go swim. Or we go play with them. In the morning, the kids are up before 8 o'clock in the morning already, and then we are with them at the playground.
Yeah.
So I like that. I like that
So-
they know that we are spending time with them. At the place we are now, when it's a load shedding, there's no network. So it means we're having conversations with the children. And once again, I can say more of Gemma because she's obviously the one who's talking, but we're also getting to play with Eli more. And Eli's getting to spend time with us, and Gemma's getting to spend time with us. So I like the fact that we are present and that we are there, and they know when we come home, it's all about them. Because we the last week we've been sitting at the coffee shop working there, or sitting away from the caravan, so that teacher can also do her work with them.
Yeah.
Otherwise it becomes a bit difficult. So I like that. I like that every day is different. I like that it's not the same
suits your
structure.
personality.
Yes. And then I also like, from a more individual point of view, I like that there's a lot of things I'm letting go of, and there's a lot of growth already for me personally in the last 3 weeks, in terms of I'm meeting new people, I'm getting other people's views on stuff. It's not the same people you're meeting all the time, from the same career path, from the same church, from the same, it's different views you are getting on life. And also I'm learning to let go of a lot of control, in terms of you actually don't know what's going to happen in the next 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, because it's not like, there's going to be this, we're going to make food now, we'll make food later because it's just too hot now, where you don't have the same conveniences that you have at home, so you have to learn to work with what you have. I like that also.
What would you do differently?
I have a
Knowing-
cargo truck.
Knowing what you know now, based on the 4 weeks that we've been on this journey, what would you
I'll
do
have a
differently?
cargo truck.
Is that the
I'll
big
have a
difference?
cargo truck. It's a big difference.
And why?
Okay, so set up and set down is a lot.
Yeah,
We've
it's a
set up and set down now.
We are experts in
We are
setting
experts.
up and setting
You
down.
guys won't believe it, eh? Setting up and sitting down used to take us something like 2 hours,
Yeah.
right? Because it's a lot.
Yeah.
But we now do it in something like, 40 minutes.
But we also caught a lot of stuff.
We caught a lot of
That's
things
it.
because we have small children. So we have a box of toys, we have a box of this, we have a box of that. And everything takes time. We bought a tent that is a fast setup, fast set down tent, but there's ground sheets, there's cases that has to be packed. There's things that take time. So as much
Tables
as there's tables, there's, because as much as we've tried to make it easier for ourselves, things still take time. And that's why I say, if I could change something now, or if I could do something different with a little bit of knowledge that I have at this point over the last 4 weeks or 3 weeks, I would say I would have done this in a cargo truck.
Okay, but if you didn't have a cargo truck, based on what we have right now, what would you
I
do
would
differently?
do different? I would bring less stuff.
Less stuff.
I would
I'll
definitely
bring an
bring less
aircon.
stuff.
I'll bring an aircon with.
But where would you put the aircon?
I would just take something out of the caravan and put an aircon in there. Out at this stage,
With what we have now, I would have, aircon would have been perfect, and then I would think we would have brought less things.
because all the places we stay at does have electricity points. So it's not like we're staying, in the bush where there's no electricity.
We don't do
So-
wild camping.
Yeah, no, and we don't do, off the grid sort of camping. So we have full electricity. We've got running water,
The
all that sort of thing.
inverter in our caravan, and we have a generator in our
So
caravan.
aircon could work.
Not the generator, what nonsense am I talking?
Battery.
to tap geyser.
A geyser.
We have a
Small
geyser.
mineral geyser.
So our caravan is kitted out in that way. I think in March we'll probably do a lot of camping again. We've
Let's cool
already,
it then.
unfortunately, we've already booked for February when we thought we would still want to be in one place for a month, and we booked on Airbnb and we can't cancel that now, otherwise we'll lose all our money. So we kind of have to go there now.
Yeah.
But if knowing what we know now, we wouldn't have booked
Yeah.
the month. So we were very nervous that, or not necessarily very nervous, but it is an uncertain feeling not to know where you're going to be for the rest of the year, because we don't know. We don't know where we're going to be. But knowing what I know now, it's better that way.
Yeah.
I'm happy that we didn't book out as many things in
Same.
advance, you know.
Same.
Because we know better.
Because you need the
as we-
flexibility as well. Because like
100%.
we're staying at this place right now, it doesn't have nice signal. So you know we have to drive into town all the time so we can do our work and get better signal and all that sort
And
of
we
thing.
did check, and online it says it does have.
Yeah,
But it does have up till the front gate.
it's like 500 meters
So-
from the road,
Yes.
from the main road, and there's signal, and you come into the campsite, there's no signal, which is
Correct.
super weird.
So as much as you do research, there's so many things that you don't account for that people might not have said online, or specifics or things that you don't
Like our
know.
Jamaica video, watch that
Yeah.
video. Yes,
Watch the dirt road video.
that was intense.
That was
Sure.
intense. We weren't prepared for that.
No.
Lovely campsite.
Our caravan was not prepared
Our
for it.
caravan is not an off-road. She's a girl. She's a glamper.
either, really.
So she's not made for anything too harsh.
It was like I picture our caravan like a lady in
Yes.
stilettos
Yes,
running
100%.
over a gravel road.
100%. She didn't do well with that.
No.
And that's also the reason I think that if we have to change
Yeah.
to something different, it would be a truck. Because the setup is just so much easier.
There's pros and cons to it. Like
Yeah,
as well, but
there are definitely. But maybe we should do that as a different video about. So we have to come sit in the car because the phone overheated. It's very, very hot. Like I said, it's 40 degrees. So.
46 here on the car.
Oh shoot, 46 degrees. So we had to come and sit in the car quickly for the phone to cool down. Do you have a next question? I can't remember where we were, so just whatever. Next question.
As part of our traveling experience now, would you still want to do local travel, meaning in the Western Cape, or would you want to move to different provinces instead?
I think that is a difficult one, especially because of the sensitivity of the caravan. I would like us to do the garden route, but because we're not familiar with the roads at every campsite, and people review the campsite, they don't review how you get there necessarily. That is my main concern.
Yeah. Maybe I'll ask you a different question. Maybe we can edit that one out. How do you find traveling with kids?
No, but I like that other question still.
Okay. How do you find traveling with kids?
That's hard. It's not the easiest thing in the world, but I think it's very rewarding. It's hard because you constantly have to come up with, like, for instance, by the one caravan park, the bathroom wasn't great. So we had to come up with a method to wash them. You constantly have to ensure that bugs don't get to them, for instance, because the bugs are biting us, so you kind of need to check that they're okay. However, teachers with us, which means we have an extra pair of hands, and I find that a bit easier. But I also think traveling with kids is fun because they allow you to see the world differently, and they force you to slow down. They really force you to slow down and focus on one thing at a time because they want all your focus. I said to someone earlier today, there's no point in me trying to take a call because my children are with me, so it's not going to happen, because the minute they see us after work, that you're gonna play, we're gonna play, and that is great, but it's also tiring because by the time you get to bed, you are moch, it's moch.
True.
And for you, what's it like for you?
I think having teacher slash au pair with us is the big win.
Yes, that
Because
is
I think if it was only the two of us and the kids, we wouldn't be able
and
to focus
working,
on our work. No.
and working.
And having to set up, and you know, especially when we set up specifically and when we sit down, you know, she's able to keep the kids calm, and I need your
Yes.
help because it's a lot of work.
But the interesting part is also the kids are learning what set up and set down is.
Yeah.
Because even Eli now knows the poles must be put together. So he tries in his own way. Yes, he doesn't get it right, you know, he doesn't know which pole must go where. But he's trying, you know, they understand that each person has to bring their part. Each person has to help us to get our home set up. Last night, Jim had done her own bed. Because she's seen Chad do it so many times that she put out the blanket, she put out, you know, and that's the other thing people don't know, that you are constantly getting the space ready for the next thing, because the space that's a table is also a bed, the space that's a kitchen is also the place where you have to pack the child's milk because tonight he's going to need formula. So you're in a smaller space, and that is something to get used to because you're using the space optimally. So you keep on changing what it's being used for. You know, it's not like there's just one thing.
The biggest thing for me that I'm enjoying the most is having home cooked meals all the time.
Yeah.
There's no takeaways here.
There's no takeaways.
Although we missed it the other day, especially when we're
Yes.
having to drive into town. I'm enjoying not having to have takeaways, you know. When we don't, you don't have an option. You have to make food.
We actually
So-
I deleted Mr. Delivery and Uber Eats off my phone because there's just no point.
And I'm just big on home cooked meals and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
Chad
So,
loves home cooked meals.
and the price, like, I mean, you know, we do it
Tonight
really
we're
quickly,
making
so-
pochi.
Yeah, it's gonna go quick.
Yeah, so we're just quickly gonna make a pochi, and people are like, no, you need a half a day. I'm
No,
like, we
no.
don't need a half a day. Like we're doing this.
If you use gas
It's
or if you use
strange because we've only been doing this for 3 weeks, but certain things aren't such a big effort anymore.
Yeah. I also think the not like the tools that we're using, you know, to cook, etc.
We know, yeah.
That's efficient
Yeah,
sort of tools,
and we
you
know, like you know now, that the coals needs to be higher instead
Yeah.
of much lower. So
Exactly.
you
Instead
kind of
braai
figure
with wood, you
out.
braai with coals.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not the South African tradition now to braai with wood with coals, but it's the more efficient thing in terms of, you know, the time it takes to make coals out of coal.
and
Or
with I
charcoal.
think that's the other thing with kids. You try and be efficient
Yeah.
so that you can spend more time
Exactly.
doing things that they enjoy rather than now. Because our focus has changed. Our focus is now not to sit with a beer in front of the fire and chill. It's not.
Exactly.
It's the purpose of the fire or the coals is to get the food done so that we
Yeah.
can get the kids to eat, so that we can go and wash them, get them to bed,
Yeah.
and then do whatever. Because our chilling time is the time we spend with our children.
Yes,
So I think that also changed.
Yeah,
Right?
and we're very focused in terms of what we do. So when we cook and we make, you know, food, etc., immediately after we're done eating, we sit down again because we know the sun's setting, the bugs are coming out. You need to get the caravan prepped. You know, you need to get the windows closed, etc., etc. Versus other people are still chilling, partying. So our vibe is totally different.
Yeah.
And in the mornings when they are sleeping after having
We are
a
up.
late night, we up early, we're playing with our kids already before we're starting work. So it's a totally different, you know, sort of lifestyle compared to people that are actually on holiday.
Yeah.
Completely on
So
holiday.
it's not really a holiday as much as everyone thinks it's complete holiday.
Yeah.
The second half of this video is a bit not great because you guys can see the quality is not so good because we're trying to focus it, but
Yeah.
you get what we are saying, and I think we'll make more of these. We leave to our next site tomorrow.
I'm excited.
So yeah, me too. It's the first time we'll be at a beach site. We've never, not even last year when we went camping, have we been to a beach. So we're going to do a beach site tomorrow. And then we'll probably do another video over there and chat some more, because I think there's so much that we could speak about.
Yeah.
And it's just been 3 weeks. I'll say that again. We're now not the van life experts, caravan life
But we've
experts,
learned so much during
full-time
the short
travel
time.
experts. It's not nothing like that. It's just we've learned so much. You're forced to learn so much. I mean, the other day they were telling us about the wheels that have to be deflated and then pumped up again. That's another thing, like, you know, wind. So as we were saying, there's so many things that we've learned in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, I'm excited to chat about, you know, some tips and tricks that other campers have shared with us that just made the world of difference. Small things. So yeah, check that in our next episode.
Yeah, next video.
Yeah. I don't like even calling it an episode. Welcome to the next episode of ...
Anyway, see you guys tomorrow.
See you guys.